Chanchali, you can unmute yourself and you can start.
A hearty welcome to one and all by 3H Companion family. 3H Companion is an organization by the people, of the people, and for the people in human empowerment, civilization, spirituality, peace, prayers, behavioral ethics, physical senses, and above all, integrity. We hold workshops for education, corporate sector, and many other sectors related to education, life skills, spiritual, then rejuvenation, orientation programs. The list is so big. So let's start with our mission today, that is human empowerment. And we are blessed with the guest of honor, Mr. Ajit Angral sir. He is consultant PMSSS UT of Jammu and Kashmir and UT of Ladakh, former principal of different colleges. Basically, he is a teacher and social activist. Though his intro is very brief, but personally, he is a man of big heart. He has all soft skills that, if taken by any persona, will get a different personality. Sir always believes in prayers, blessings, and doing the good work. Karma is the first priority for Sir. Sir, we are blessed to have you here. We also have our guest speakers, Mr. Javed Khan. He is principal of a school, and Miss Shelley Bisht, a PGT English teacher. So now I would like Ina to take things further and tell us more about their work and achievements. Ina, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving this opportunity on the 3H Companion platform of in Unique You program, which is actually unique and where we are meeting lots of unique personalities with their beautiful and lovely experience, what they share with everybody on this platform. I would request everybody to please keep on mute. And yes, here I would like to introduce Javed Khan sir and then Shelly Bisht ma'am. And along with that, I would also welcome Mr. Professor Ajit Angral sir on this platform where we will all be enriched, in fact, with your rich experiences and what you're going to share with us and all our audiences. Mr. Javed Khan is young, dynamic, and captivating speaker with a versatile personality, having rich experience in the field of education and creative also. He is well renowned and is currently acting as a principal of Saint Bilal Convent Inter College, Leherpur, Sitapur, Uttar Pradesh. Throughout wonderful career, he has handled with multiple responsibilities across roles like PGT, academic coordinator, and principal, and an outstanding leader. Great to have you here, sir. He firmly believes that every child enters the world with a unique personality and that we just need to show them the right path. Undoubtedly, we are with you, sir, or what you have actually written over there here with given to us and what you believe in. Absolutely. This is what we also believe in, that they need to be shown the right path. Now, I would like to introduce Miss Shelly Bish. who's from New Delhi. But let me first spotlight her so all of you can see her. Yes, here she is. Our educator, motivational speaker, writer, social activist, 21 years of experience in teaching industry as senior PGT English. She was also appointed CBSE Observer in 2021 for Class 12th board practicals. She has won many awards and many articles published so far. So both the guests are welcome along with our guest of honor, Mr. Ajit Angral sir. So I welcome you on board and the entire platform is all yours and we are going to listen to all the rich and I would say all with lots of ingredients which we would be getting from you all and both are from the teaching industry. So I would be putting a few questions here and there. That is a request from Chanchal ma'am, since I'm also from the education background. So the moment I actually went through your profiles, I felt so happy. Although I'm happy on the other programs also, but this gave me a little boost up where I can actually pour my questions out to you, which have pop up in which had already popped up many times, but there was no platform to ask. So over to you, Chanchal ma'am. I'll be joining you in between. Thank you so much. Chanchal ma'am, you are on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Uh, Thank you. I said thank you, Ina, for your all pleasant smiles and words. That makes everybody smiling and mesmerizing. Great. Thank you. And, listening to all here and exchanging warm smiles. Now queries start popping up. So let's make me clear from Shelly ma'am first. Shelly ma'am, from your profile, we come to know about your passion as a motivational speaker. So anything motivating and captivating, which self-motivate you, we would like to hear from you.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me to this show. It's my privilege. I'm deeply humbled and acknowledged your invite.
Pleasure is ours too, ma'am.
Okay. So you talked about self-motivation. Pandemic is the best thing which has happened to all of us. Because if we call about pandemic, people associate pandemic with all negativities. But here I defy this word negativity. Okay. Now, see, whatever brings up, it doesn't mean that it is full of negativities. You have to find out a positive way in that. You have to look out for the positive opportunities. If we think that everything is negative all around, we will be sulking in one corner. We will be crying. And then, not only physically, but mentally also, we will be upset. Here, I would like to focus, since I'm from the teaching background, I will like to focus on two major factors which happened, and I think it affected the entire teaching fraternity also. Now, ever since lockdown was declared in March 2020 and the schools were shut, and we all use the virtual background and virtual learning, there was a circular from DOE and the education department which says, yes, the parents will be paying only the tuition fee. The annual charges and the development fund, everything was shelled out. Okay. So everybody, I mean, the parents paid that only. But don't you think so that in major part of India, I mean, it might have happened to the worldwide also, but I'm talking about the entire teaching fraternity. They suffered a huge loss, and that was the salary loss. Because many of the schools, see the schools which were managed by the management, they were able to pay the teachers 100% salary, irrespective of the lockdown, irrespective of the pandemic. But the other schools, which were totally dependent on the parents' fee, they were not able to pay the teacher's fee. In most of the school, there was 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and even 50% pay cut. But then my question to you is, as we always say that teaching is a noble profession, we all work. But don't you think that the salary, the loss of the salary, the teachers will stop teaching? The virtual platform, the virtual learning will come to a deadlock. since the teachers are not paid the full salary. Here, this is my motivating speech to all the teaching fraternity, and I pay a big salute to all the teachers that despite the salary loss, they kept this noble profession on and on. And earlier it was 8 to 2 p.m. job, but now with half salary, they were teaching 24 by 7. So hats off to the entire teaching fraternity that salary was not the big issue. The knowledge for the children was the only thing which kept them motivated in their process to exchange their knowledge for the children so that they do not have any academic loss. Similarly, I'm coming back to the parents also and children also. Many of the parents and the children, see, many of them are not tech savvy. Many of them were new to Zoom platform, MS Team. They were not able to cope up with the virtual learning and all. But then also, when we all had a pep talk with the parents, okay, we never had this atmosphere created for anybody that the schools are shut, so it will be an academic loss to the parents or as well as the children. We kept on with all the activities on so that the parents do not think, yes, the child is at a loss, the schools are not there, the activities are stopped. Not only the academic activities, we even conducted all the virtual activities for the children. You name all the functions, all the activities, we did it. So that was the motivating factor for the parents also, that there is no harm all around. Everything is going in the soothing manner, but the only thing is you have to believe yourself, you have to be positive, and even if there is a challenge, please accept it boldly. Try to find out some positive ways any everywhere. So that is one thing, pep talk, which keeps the parents also charged up, which keeps the children also charged up, which keeps the teachers also charged up. And I believe if you live your life with a positivity all around and spread your smile, vibrant rays all around, I think not only you, but the society also will be motivated with your motivation thinking. That's all.
Great. No, great. And I would like now, Sir Ajit, if you have any, because all the three of you are from the educational fraternity. So it is this today, I should say, that we have all three eminent speakers from the same fraternity. So great here. Ajit sir, any comment?
Presentations. And but so far this madam is concerned, first of all, I'm thankful to Madam Chanchalji because you invited me and provided me an opportunity to listen to such a valued, presentations, good for the students as well as for the teachers. Highly motivating. Madam has rightly said about the commitment and the dedication of the teacher. They are also the, frontline barrier, fighting not only with the present pandemic, but with the future generation. That's good. So I'm really thankful, and I would like to listen to other speakers also first. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. Javed, sir. Your views about it as a principal.
Very good evening. First of all, I want to know your question, ma'am. Please repeat your question, then I'll answer. What's the question?
Okay.
Or you want to know my views?
Right. I just asked Shelly ma'am about self-motivation during any of like crisis or like adversity. So how do you self-motivate yourself?
First of all, good evening, everyone. What I would like to say is that whatever may be the situation in life is, you have to be positive in your life. Be honest. Nothing is impossible in the world. Saying the words. If you want to do something in life, you can. What I actually learn in my life, not from the books, I learn each and everything mostly practically. That's why I'm not reading a book. That is another thing. They are getting the experience from our seniors, from the learned persons. But what I learn in my life, mostly from the practicals, that will be remain not in my heart, and to whom I am going to tell, if they learn practically, that will be remain in their minds long lasting. So you also ask about the, I think, passion also. Passion to be a multitasking person, what actually I am, not for me, for the world, the people who actually need me. I want to learn all the things, whatever is going on in the world, not for me only. Teach the others. If whatever I have in me, a time will come when I will know more. So what is the use of that qualities in life? That will be over finally. If we are unable to transfer our qualities to our juniors, the people who actually need us. So whatever we did in our life, what we are going to do in our life, that is useless. So first and foremost, our responsibility is that to train our juniors, to train or to make them understand our surroundings also, and try to connect the pupils, those who actually need us, not the pupils, those who are already learning, those who are already exploring the things. Try to help those persons, those who really need you in life. Not money is another thing, but the moral support is one of the best thing in life, as far as I'm concerned. So try to connect persons hardly. And one thing I want to say, always be genuine in your life. If you are genuine in your life, honest and genuine, no one can defeat you. What I am doing in my educational life, what I am doing in my professional life, no one can come and scold me anyhow. Why? Because I am genuine. Never give anyone any chance to say anything about me. If someone say anything about me, first I think about that. Why he or she is saying this thing? Maybe something I do something wrong. I'll try to correct that. Try to understand the person. Never allow the persons to go from me. Whenever someone leave me, it's our fault that we don't have that much capability to sustain that person. So try to correct the person and always aim from the bottom, not from the top, because toply mostly what I am saying that the educated is experienced ones. What I have in my mind, I always try to connect with the person, those who need help. Anyhow, I'm also a free person also, and the way I am study at my educational time, and what I am learning now, whenever I move in the classes, last year's like I think 2 years back, I make the students to learn by the diagrams. I'll show you in between. So on that's it, ma'am. Thank you.
Great, great, Javed sir, and thank you for your insights. But don't we feel that, self-motivation is a first connection to yourself? There are few things when we say about motivation and self-motivation. Both have only one margin line, though we can say a one-word difference, that is self added to motivation. But when this word self, it is connected to yourself. You need to connect yourself first to ask who you are, what you are doing, and whatever things are going around you, does it mean to you, or it is not meant for you? How can you transform those changes around to positive, or to your mindset to accept them easily and make attempts and appreciate yourself? I think so that this will work wonders if people learn to accept, attempt, and appreciate. Then you cannot be like defeated by any of the crisis or adversity or any other negativity around you, because you cannot say that negativity should not enter or they will not come to you. They will. It is a part and parcel of our life. What you do not like becomes negative. What you like, it becomes positive. So now it is our mindset which need to start accepting it, making attempts to change it to positive, and then again we can appreciate ourselves and others as well. So that's what my input here. But before going further, Ina ma'am, can we announce the name of the winners for the last episode? Those who have answered both questions correctly.
Ma'am, can we do it towards the end when felicitation is happening? Because I'll be able to show the certificates also at that time.
Okay, okay, that's great.
That's
great.
good.
That's great. So
May I
continuing
get a
with that.
chance to ask questions with your
Yes, please. You don't require a permission.
Thank you so much. I have
Yes,
two questions for two different people. For Javed sir, it is a different question. Being a principal,
okay.
as a principal, I would be asking you this question. And
Right.
Shelly ma'am, I want to ask you as an English teacher completely. We face, first I would ask Shelly ma'am, we
Hmm.
face a lot of problem in English. Do you think our curriculum requires complete change? Because when the children are going out and whatever they are doing throughout, I'm not doubting any teachers here, but as a teacher's perspective, it's an open platform here. So do you think our curriculum, whatever we are doing, is in sync with when we move out? Is it really helpful, or it should be changed, and to what extent it should be changed? I know it's difficult for you to answer,
No,
but
no.
I think it will help a lot of people.
It's a very good question. I really like your question, but then yes, it depends from teacher to teacher. It depends from all the different teachers how you put up your subject. Okay, as a senior secondary teacher, because I teach only class 11th and 12th, about fixed syllabus given by NCRT. So see, one thing is there. The first step is just to cover your syllabus. That's it. Nothing else. There are 4 sections: reading, writing skills, grammar and all, literature. You finish your syllabus and you are done. But then when you talk about, that connect, how the children should help themselves to be career oriented if they take English. I mean, maybe as English honors, or if they go out, or maybe abroad. So here, my motive of English is, say, you can equally, I mean, there are 4 factors which does wonders in English. It is reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So syllabus completion is your children. You have to involve them in lot.
Ma'am, Shelly ma'am, please unmute yourself. Because of lot of noise, I had to mute it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
See, I do not support the rote learning also. I support lots and lots of activities which you should involve along with your teaching, which is not there in the book, which is not there in the syllabus. For an example, if we talk about English, one English teacher should also implement dialogue writing, role play, theater, okay, while teaching, assigning characters in the class. And once the topic is over, the test is over, the assignment is over, everything is over, involve the children in creative things, in creative ideas, bring them on the stage, okay, motivate them, boost them for public speaking. And see, if I talk about debate competition, speech competition, essay writing competition, that is the routine part in your curriculum. But when you talk about the change in the curriculum, okay, or the policies or everything, see that we can write letters, we can these surveys also there, we also attend the board meetings, we also attend the CBSE meetings and all, we often give our inputs also. But it depends on the board only, how. Yes, I definitely feel, because we should not be restricted only to the syllabus whatever is there in the books, because I don't want my children to be parrots. I am simply against the rote learning. But then, yes, if you want the child to be smart, if you want the child to be an all rounder, try to bringing up and try to shapen up the personality of the child by including or involving the entire class in different activities. So beyond textbook, beyond textbook, we often say. So I advise teachers not to restrict themselves only to the bookish knowledge, but yes, suppose if even if you are planning for the summer holiday homework or anything, try to give them something creative. Okay, so that is what, yes, definitely I also support, because since ages we are doing the same topics at times. You might have heard that during the pandemic that 30% syllabus of class 12 was deleted. Okay, there were certain chapters, which 5 chapters in English, in class 12, which were added, and this year they are again deleted. So that is one thing which we are doing. But tell them to read enough newspapers. go through the journals, watch news channels, watch English documentaries, and why not try to?
Anytime I have a question related to this.
Yeah,
We always say children should be doing a lot of work at home, whereas
yeah.
I feel children are spending a lot of hours in school.
So that,
Lots of hours. We really give the responsibility to the parents. Nowadays, if we find parents have no time for the children, what I find, and teach and homework is too much, I would rather say.
yeah.
What I find as a parent also, I found it difficult. At times, I was doing my children's homework. That is not acceptable because they're not learning anything there. I am the one who's learning there. So, if from that perspective, I wanted, as a parent, I was asking you that are we going in the right direction with our children in terms of education?
See,
It is not only your subject.
yeah.
I will come to Javed sir for all the other subjects as well. But specifically, not your 12th standard or 10th standard, throughout the way we are teaching English, do you think there can be some innovative changes in that? Like you said, activities and all those, I agree. But are our teachers considering the types of teachers we have currently and the resources they have and the type of country we are into? Where teaching all the teachers, covering all the teachers is really, it's a big task because we have a huge population. So in this condition, what maximum best can be done so that what we are giving into the inputs, output is very good. Why I'm asking this question? Because output is actually not coming out good. We are putting in so much of efforts, but people are not failing outside because of their knowledge or something, but they are not able to speak at all. Most of the people are not able to express themselves. They have knowledge inside them. So there I wanted your input. What can be done as
Even you might have heard of a golden triangle wherein the teachers, the parent, and the child, they share a golden triangle, and that is the parent connect, child parent connect. And here teachers, the school management and the teachers, they play a very important role. And here one thing I want to tell you, that communication gap should not be there, that lacuna, that void should never be there. Okay, maybe in a class of 40, and here I will not restrict only to my subject, I'm talking about each and everything. And you might be aware of this, that unique you is the channel, is the platform. Every child is unique. Okay, every child has something or the other quality in it, in himself or herself. So it is the teacher's job to find out, this child excels in this particular field, this child excels in that particular field, and then try to inculcate and try to work on those special areas of the child. But that is the teacher's job, I am telling you. And also try to pep up the parent also, because at times I have seen that certain parents are rigid. No, we don't want our child to go for sports. We want our child only to become a doctor, only to become an engineer, only to become a C, and nothing else. A child can be a good dancer, child could be a good singer, child could be good at various other activities also. But it is the teacher's job to find out, yes, I have a batch of 40 students in my class, and this child excels in what activities, in which field, and then try to hone that particular skill of the child by putting in some efforts. We have various free periods also, we have various substitution periods also. So not necessarily that, if I am been appointed as a substitution teacher somewhere, I'll just go over there and just relax because it's my substitution period. Why? It's the golden opportunity for the teacher to go and interact with the children, try to find out their likes, dislikes, their aim, their career, and maybe there can be some possibility that a child wants to become something, but because of certain limitation, the child is not able to. Then here I will recommend, counsel the child, counsel the parent, and that communication is to be there. That is the best thing, to work on that particular child. Maybe if a child is suffering from any problem, he or she is not able to cover up that. So communicate with the child and the parent and try to hone the capability of the child so that the child becomes goal oriented, and we are able to provide the child whatever the child deserves.
absolutely very well answered, and fantastically answer has been given by Shelly ma'am. And now moving on to Javed sir, little bit related to this only, because when children are coming out of the school, they really struggle outside. Because the outside world is completely different. It is survival of the fittest. They don't know how to survive outside. Some of them actually find it very, very difficult. So, whatever we are doing at the school level, I appreciate that. But can something more innovative be done looking at the current scenario? Because our education is, I would say, not decade, but many decades old. The books are not changing too much. If you look at the NCRD books, I feel they are absolutely black and white books. Even the teachers do not like to see at it where child would like to see it. I'm not saying that the people who have written it, they must have thought something about it, but then you should think from the children perspective. There are if the illustrations are colorful, when I pick those books up, I don't like them as an adult. So how my child is going to like it? And then lot of activities in a lab. If we get the chance, only few the best ones get the chance to do the things. Not everybody is getting the chance to do the hands-on activity there. So can something be done for all the things? Somebody is written in the chat box also. Please unmute yourself, sir. Javed sir.
Ma'am. Hello.
Yes, sir. We are able to hear you.
Hello.
Ajay sir is saying something. I think so. Yes, sir.
Sorry, Mr. Javed. I would like to listen to you, but before that, I have a point to add. Because I'm enjoying listening all these presentations. For the first time, I am here to participate in this program. Because the name and the title of the program is such that Kuch Baatein Zindagi Ki. So it's very catchy.
Right, sir.
Kuch Baatein Zindagi Ki, that is very important. And we are able to share all the success stories. That is more important. All the success stories, Kuch Baatein Zindagi Ki, I think the process of self-motivation will also start, and the student will be attracted. And madam, she has nicely, spoken about English, about the education, and then ma'am was talking about self-motivation. Ma'am, with your permission, I would like to just add 2-3 points. Number one, when we are talking about self,
sir, your mic is mute now.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Madam, about self-motivation, this is very important. Inbuilt, there is of self-motivation that is already there. And when we are talking about self-motivation, we are talking about, it is spiritual self-motivation. Sometimes we are going for meditation and religious, so many things are there, but it's a lengthy topic. Number two, academics, the process we generate because of different factors. That we are attracted by so many things, maybe financial consideration, ego, and all praise, everything. But at the same time, if you are really sincere to the cause of education and you are committed to students, and if you are working 24/7, not physically, even mentally, you are involved with your student. And if you are able as a teacher to understand the language of the student, you will find the process of self-motivation is already there inside. You will enjoy each and every.
Sir, you are on mute again.
If we are not there, if we are, grabbed by all those external factors, and then we are not self-motivated. And every challenge before us is a threat to us. But if you are motivated, or if you are committed, and if you are able to understand the language of the life, you have given very important, we are living for a life. If we are just living in a materialistic world, you cannot think of self-motivation. But once you are living a life not in isolation, but with your students and friends and society, as a teacher, as a community, you will enjoy a process of self-motivation. Regarding your ma'am, there was a point regarding English and then education system. You see that whatsoever we have today, whatsoever we are today, we are the outcome of the existing system of education. This is law of nature. Change is always a law of nature. There is a change in the system and subsystem of education. Right from oil learning to e-learning, you will find so many changes. This process will go on. It's not that the system is not perfect. it was okay, but change is
adjust and readjust
as per requirement. Then regarding the outcome, madam said about output when students are going out of all these institutions. Rightly said. Then students, Arab countries are going rich. They are rich because of oil. If you see the all resources, man, machine, money, material, and method, man is the supreme.
population, but
Population, if it is productive, that's very good. And you see that when students, they are entering in the institutions, or you see that Arab countries are rich because of oil. Oil at the initial stage, it is like a mud. It is a refinery which transforms that mud or change that mud into a petrol which has utility and value. Similarly, the innocent students, when entering in the school, then from school to college and university, in these all processes, they are like mud. It is the school, college, university, mandir, mosque, gurdwara. These are the refineries. And we are the person who are working in these refineries. If the product or the final product of the students coming out of the institution, if they are not in a position to employable, or if they are not accepted by the society well, if they are not in a position to understand the concept of life or the living of life, it is not the fault of the refinery. It is the fault of all those persons who are working in those refineries, maybe teachers. But at the same time, teachers are also part of the society. So when we are discussing all these points, it's very healthy discussion going on. We are talking about teacher, about all stakeholders. My point is that first of all, we have to give, we as a teacher, we have to give the respect to the teachers first. Even teachers are not respected by the teachers, but to talk about others. Number two, we must able to understand the language of the students.
Very true.
I am interacting with the students 24/7. They don't need anything. They will learn themselves. Simply they want a sincerity. वो कहते हैं टॉक टू मी, हमसे सिर्फ बात करो. जैसे आपका टाइटल है कुछ बातें जिंदगी की. बच्चों से हम बात उस तरीके से नहीं करते. जब आप उस तरीके से करेंगे तो उनका थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट रहेगा. सो इफ कुछ बातें जिंदगी की, पॉजिटिव थॉट्स, if we are able to convey to the students, I am 100% sure self-motivation will be there, teaching, learning you will enjoy, change in the society will be there. But at the same time, if we are expecting everything from the teacher and everything from the students, that is not, because we cannot live in isolation. So we have to develop a society, a mechanism, a change of mindset that should be there. And I really appreciate Ma'am Wagaji, you have very good speaker, very learned speaker. They have a lot of experience. But whatsoever we say, we must practice when we are before our students. Because students are watching. If in the morning I am delivering a lecture that we should not drink, it is bad. In the evening, when if I am, if my students see that he is out of sense, then they will not respect me. Students have become more clever. Now, what they do earlier, they were students like they had to respect the teacher. Now if they are respecting and they know that he or she is not a good teacher, they will do the drama only. So for all that practical purpose, we should be practical. Student more learn from the body language of the teacher than the books. So I was so much, touched with the presentation of our worthy teachers. I'm not here as a guest of honor, but a part of the family. Thank you, madam. You provided me an opportunity to listen to all these teachers who are really working in the field and doing their best. So sorry, Mr. Javed, I just intervened because I really enjoyed, and now I would like to listen to you also. And time should not be the consideration, ma'am. That's a very healthy interaction is going on. And I think if somebody is not, so much engaged somewhere else, it's good to listen to Mr. Javed and others also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ajit sir. A lot of inputs you have given, and great kudos to all the teachers. I'm asking these questions because I am a teacher from inside and I have throughout been into teaching. So I especially connected with this topic, and I said in the beginning only, Yes, and kudos to all the teachers. They have been doing, they put in lot of efforts, but outcome doesn't come out because I have been into training also. There I see practically a lot of things. So I was just sharing the experience with the learned people here, and we were trying to understand where really things can be made better for our children so that we get a
Good.
future generation which is power packed together. Of course, parents' role is there, teachers' role is there, principal's role is there, even that child's role is there. So everybody and the society, we cannot forget about them. Definitely, sir. Now it's Javed sir's turn. Please, Javed sir.
Now coming back to the question of Ina ma'am, and whatever you are saying that the books are black and white. Why the books are black and white? Just because of us. Why don't we try to implement that type of strategy that will be impact on the students in a colorful way? Why we think these books are black and white? Make it colorful by your imagination and make your students to be think that these books are colorful. Why don't you try to connect the students with the surroundings? They can understand books are nothing, ma'am. Curriculum is nothing. I never try to depend on the curriculum and all. It depends on upon our mind. It depends upon our working. What I am teaching, teachers are unable to complete their syllabus on time, but I make the students revision 3 times. Is it possible? Most of the persons are asking for me, so how is it possible? I make the syllabus most in a representing to the students in an interactive way. They didn't understand how the within I think half an hour chapter is over. And they enjoyed very well, and they learn each and every chapter whenever I ask to the students because they learn what I said before practically. They never used to go with the rote learning. Same thing the sir is discussing about
Javed sir,
what we are.
Yes, you are visible.
What we are giving, providing to our students, ma'am, I am audible?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
yes.
What we are giving to the students is that we should be a role model. Role model is that I'm just discussing one event here. The new teachers are coming. They are so active and some are arrogant type also. They don't have a time to wish the principals. They don't have a time to wish the students. Never think that you are senior to others. What I started here, I started wishing the teachers here when I was entering the new school. They so many times ignoring me. They don't have time to wish me. No matter at all, a time will come. They started wishing me because I'm not thinking that I'm a principal here. I'm also just as you. The same thing I'm implementing in the teachers. If the students are busy, if the students are doing something, they are not following you. First, you do that thing. Same thing, if any of the work in the school is creativity is going on, most of the teachers, maths and science say that, sir, I don't know, how do I do this? Suddenly I go in that program, I started doing that thing. In this way, I learn a lot. That's why I'm saying I to be a multitasking person in my life. Same in this, when the teachers are watching me, if principal is doing, why should not I? Why should not we? So before implementing the things to the others, first we do. Never think that we are the seniors here. And ma'am is just discussing about sharing, ma'am, about counseling. We just most of the where they happened is counseling is done the parents, mostly the teachers at the 10th or 12th, mostly at. We started counseling from the nursery class here. Nursery class is that if someone wants to be a doctor in life. So what I do here, we just paint a mirror here. Leave a portion of a face here, and the whole dress is painted on the mirror. When the student is standing in front of us, he or she feel that I am a doctor. So from the beginning, we are started inculcating the things in the students. Then after that, moving forward, they know how to vaccinate it to the people. Then after that, they know how to use the step, how to check the temperature. So counseling is started from the beginning. It's our responsibility when we are going to accept it. I think 10th and 12th, I never go with the 10th and 12th. We are always started from the beginning. 10th and 12th is not required. When you want to know about the student, if the some teachers enter in the class, so I think 3 or 4 or 7 years it will take. They knew nothing about the students. What I do here is, whenever entering the class, when I was entering in a new class, first I go through with the data of the students. Know what their parents are doing, what their parents actually occupation is. Then we can assess that. Most of the students are very active, most of the dulls. So first we know the reason, what's the reason behind it. Why we are always going with the active students? Why don't we think about the students, those who are inactive, introvert, sitting simply at the last? To try to make a strategy in this type, so the students come of their own to us. Try to connect it with them hard, not via as a strict teacher that you have to do this thing, you have to do that thing. No, try to connect with them. They are ready to express and share with you each and everything. Most of the students are facing, they are unable to study. I am also, because it's a platform to share whatever we have in our life. I'm also living in a joint family. When all the pupils are sitting together and they are just enjoying, is it possible to study in that place? Can't. Same thing I'm facing there. So somehow I am try to find out a place on a terrace. I go there because I want to achieve something in my life. Sometimes now current scenario is also happening. When the meeting is going on, they started discussing, we don't have a right to say anything to our elders. We just request them, father, mother, I want to study now. I'm attending this thing. Okay, say, so most of the students are facing this thing in the current scenario. I call your parents, make them understand, try to understand the problem of your children. He's a children, she is a children, but you have to understand him or her. Then you can react according to that.
Absolutely.
Parents are not ready to understand the things. They are simply moving to the marriage party and all. When their child is not selected somewhere, then they are realizing. Why don't we take an initiative now from the beginning to make them understand what is actual the importance of education in our life? We are nothing without education.
Yes, sir, Javed, sir,
One
you are
more thing
going
I face in
very,
my life.
sir, excuse me, you are going very nicely and very right. But the thing is, when, because we are passionate,
Shortage of time.
and right. And the Ina ma'am is already
Okay, no
engaged
issue.
somewhere, I am right. So I'm extremely
Okay,
sorry to intervene in between, but we have another, we have felicitation ceremony right now for both of you,
Okay,
sir,
ma'am.
as well. And then some questions which we need to ask from the audience as well, right? So Ina ma'am, please display the questions quickly.
Yes, I'm displaying the questions.
All
Audience,
all
be
the
ready.
मेरा वीडियो नहीं आ रहा.
all the audience are requested now to be very much focused on the screen. Read the questions quickly because you will get only 5 seconds to read and chat in the chat box with your phone number or the group from where you have got our Google link, right? This Zoom link. Be careful to the questions. Who was appointed as the CBSE observers 2020-21 for class 12 board practicals? Ms. Shelly Bisht or Mr. Ajit Angral? You need to choose the right answer and quickly chat. Quickly show
I'm going
your
ahead.
answer in the chat box. Who is the principal of Saint Convent Inter College, Laharpur, Sitapur, UP? Mr. Ajit Angral or Mr. Javed Khan?
It is visible at the back, ma'am.
Answer your question. Quickly, 5 seconds.
And in the chat box, quick.
Right. And very quickly, because this subject is touching to my heart, very quickly. We are all going to, as Ina ma'am is doing here and there, few things. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. And imagine you have water around you, all water around you. You have some houses around you. You have sun around you. You have clouds around you. Now, mix up all this. What can you remember? You have clouds, you have sun, you have water, and you have houses, buildings, trees. What can you now think about it? How can you associate all of them in one word? Anybody? Anybody? Unmute yourself. Preeti, village, God, ecology, not coming to that. You all have studied that. Nature. Okay, great. See, I'm not saying they are wrong, but since if we talk about nature, so we have so many things in nature, not only what I said. Childhood, no. Let me tell you, because we have less time here. Don't you think you have done it in water cycle, all this? Water cycle? Time was less. Otherwise, I would have taken you to that. So this is what Sir has told, visualization. Make your student colorful. Their mind should be colored. No matters if the books are not colored. Great. So thank you so much, everybody here. Now time to felicitate Sir Ajit Angral, sir. V3H Companion is humbly blessed to have you. Thank you for being here. And this is a certification of gratitude and honor proudly presented to you for your contribution at UniQ, your virtuosity with us at the rate Kuch Baatein Zindagi Ki. Thank you. Please accept it. And now you are going to felicitate our guest speakers, Ms. Shelly Bish and Mr. Javed Khan, as well our coordinator, Ina Singh ma'am. Please keep yourself unmute. Everybody, you are requested to keep yourself unmute. Ajit sir, kindly felicitate all the three. Heartiest congratulations to all three of you.
It's my great honor to present the certificate and facilitation to all the learned speakers. So I really, feel one of the important, dignitary of this today's program, because such a learner speaker, it is rare to listen. And ma'am, that's very good. You are organizing such type of interaction. That is only what we want. Interaction, frequent interaction should be there. So I'm really thankful to all the learner speakers. Most welcome. Continue your contribution and participate and support ma'am, because she's a very good lady. I am just touched with her commitment for the cause of humanity. Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure, sir, here. And thanks to all the participants, those who have joined. I think they have enjoyed our questions and our visualization. Keep always be with us. Ina ma'am, kindly please name the winners also. The last episode winners. Okay. Your certificates are here. For the last episodes, we asked you 2 questions. And 2 participants, they got these certificates for their winning answers. They have given.
Chanchal ma'am, because of technical glitch, I think only names have to be taken here.
Okay, okay. Please name and then I will share with them their certificates. You can share the names. Hearty congratulations to all those who are really participating. See, sitting in any of the webinar or seminar, and you are not taking anything from any of us, because we all are unique. Somehow we are giving, whether it is a smile, whether it is a listening, whether it is your reading, whether it is your participating, chatting in the box, everything makes you learn it. So thank you so much. And a hearty clap to each one of us. Warm clap to each one of us. We have Ina ma'am, name those please, winners.
Yeah, they are Samina Khalifa and S. Zoha, the 2 participants we have here.
So cheers to Samina Khalifa and S. Joha. They have given the right answers. And this episode, let's see, in our next coming episode, we will be disclosing the name of those people.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. And namaskar. Good evening. Bye-bye.
Ina ma'am, excuse me. If you allow me a second, I want to show something. The way I am studying, the way I am teaching the students. See this thing. Are you able to see this thing?
Let me put you on spotlight.
Hmm.
Yes.
Are you able to see this? What is written there? Mr. Alina, Dora, and a simply diagram. So the question is, what will happen when Mr. Dora or Miss Alina slapped Dora? So see this. When Miss Alina slapped Dora, this is the house. She moved out the house and sat outside on the chair and started crying loudly. This is a tears. So the students can learn the things very easily.
Very right, sir.
I have a big questions, numerous paragraphs, but I learn within 3 lines. This what I am learning, same thing I want to deliver to the students. One question I'm also, the students can pick out the first alphabet of the topics and combine it in a form and learn easily. Same thing, I'm just say this. These are the micronutrients of the plant. The students facing the problem to learn these elements. But when they learn this, they can easily learn. I am telling you, this is, if someone asks about you, micronutrients in plant, so you can easily say, Mob Kul Manjan, easily you learn this. Mob Kul Manjan, that is sufficient for the micronutrients.
Absolutely great, Javed sir. There are a lot of techniques which I think the best of the teachers are using all around, and you are one of them who is the academician, teacher, principal, all in one. And I think the entire team under you would be rocking completely. And we need to learn a lot of things. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on this platform.
Thank you,
and with this, we end our session of today. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Everybody.
Sir,
Really, ma'am. Wonderful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you,
All,
Vandana.
Thank you, Chanchal ji.
yes, all prayers and smiles. Thank you.